Hi everybody, we're here in the top 4 of SPDC 3404 and we're playing Blue-Red Prowess. His hand looks a little slow, but I kinda guess we're gonna keep it. Our opponent leads off with an island. I guess we will too. Looks like the mirror match. Well, that's kind of annoying. Well, we have a way to take down that Thermo-Alchemist. Definitely have a bunch of cards that we can discard here. Meanwhile, our opponent seems to be doing pretty good with their Thermo-Alchemist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we'll go ahead and Tormenting Voice first. See what we get. Powerhound and a Spell Fist. And let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. Definitely wanted to take down the Thermo-Alchemist before we can get in a lot of damage with that thing. The blue-red spells decks definitely is very light on creatures, no matter what version they're running, so being able to take them out is usually pretty good. Speaking of, we're going to lead off here with an elusive Spell Fist. That way, if they do happen to have a removal spell, they can deal 3 damage. We want them to use it first. Try to keep our Powerhound alive. I would like to be able to play the Powerhound along with something that can buff it. Instead, we just get a whole bunch of lands. That's fine though. We'll be able to use an Awakened Clutch if he plays a creature. Otherwise, we just have to see if something sticks. Okay, our opponent's got 6 cards in hand. Definitely has a bunch of options. Let's see what they can come up with. Okay, looks like they're going to go and get ahead and get rid of our guy. Looks like he's running the version with the pieces of the puzzle. And right now it's looking like it's doing pretty good for him. Meanwhile, we're over here kind of flooding out. Okay, they get an Ojutai summons, which is okay. It at least gives us something that we can clutch. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, probably just gonna clutch by itself. That way we can go ahead and get in for 3 and get rid of one of his tokens. I wonder how many of the Ojutai summons he's actually running. Probably running a version with 3 or 4 of them, in which case it's definitely a spell we need to be worried about. Oh wow. Did our opponent forget the trigger? Probably just a misclick. Okay, they got the boiling earth. Okay. It's 2 for 1. Let's go ahead and lay that one down. Now, there's no spell that we can really draw here to increase our creature's toughness, so if they have a removal spell, we're just out of luck. But if they don't have a removal spell, I'd like to save the Tormenting Voice for my turn. Try to get the Prowess bonus, but of course the blue-red spells deck does run a bunch of direct damage. Okay, they reveal a Bombardment, an Island, a Rolling Thunder. They take a Rolling Thunder and a Galvanic Bombardment. Let's... Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Well, most likely our Thermo-Alchemist is going to die here. That's fine. That was expected. Pieces of the puzzle. Take inventory, clutch, summons, temper, pieces of the puzzle. Let's see what they get. Personally, I'd probably go for a take inventory myself and a summons. I mean, with only one card in the hand, I really couldn't deal with a summons. They take a clutch of currents and a take inventory. Wait, no, those are the ones that go in the graveyard. They take a summons and a fiery temper. And that kind of sucks. We do draw a land. They do have some kind of spell that can handle either one of our creatures, so unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be very long for this world. It's okay. I mean, the only other option is to not play anything, which also would still put us behind. Probably going to bounce with Awaken here. 4, 5, yeah, and that's... No, he's just going to cast the summons. I forgot he had put the clutch in the graveyard. It's okay. Fiery Temper on one of mine. It's going to be coming in for 3. Go ahead and leave that guy up for a blocker just in case he doesn't have a spell, but he probably is going to. Either way, 1 point of damage would not have really helped anything. Instead, he can just come in here for 4 or more. And next turn, looks like he's going to get it. Yep. Let's go ahead and call it there. And let's get to sideboard. Okay. That's not going to work. I didn't see any Pyre Hounds, so I don't think he's running that version. So Clutch of Currents is actually not very good here. Instead, I think Negate's good. Not Boiling Earth. And let's see. I think he played only instants, except for like pieces of the puzzle. And Rolling Thunder, but we can save Negate for Rolling Thunder and instead bring in Dispel. He's got a bunch of creatures, so I don't think Fiery Impulse is going to do very well. Instead, Rolling Thunder would be good for a long game. I think this looks good. Alright, let's go first. And blah. It's a hand. Not one I like, but it's a hand. I guess we'll keep it. I mean, we have a fiery temper to take out something our opponent would draw early. Some kind of creature or something, like a Thermo-Alchemist. We'll go ahead and get a mountain here. We want to have 2 mountains in case we want to do a tormenting voice and a fiery temper in the same turn. But until then, we'll just keep the slow game going. Hopefully our opponent plays a Thermo-Alchemist that we can take down. They didn't. Instead here, I think I'm going to keep up a negate to try to counter like a pieces of the puzzle. Definitely don't want them to get too far ahead of us as far as card advantage goes. Instead they play a Sky Spawner, which is fine. I mean, next turn we can Tormenting Voice. Go ahead and get rid of the Sky Spawner, that way he won't be doing 3 damage a turn. Draw some extra cards. Nothing too good, but at least next turn we can get an Ojutai Summons out. Our opponent has 6 cards and 4 mana. Okay, there's an Alchemist. 2 Alchemists. Well. I think I want to go ahead and do the summons first. Especially while they're tapped out, that way they couldn't negate it or something. We can hopefully be able to put in pressure, and we can use our removal spells to take out the Alchemists if they tap that island. It's fine. Probably gonna have to yield to those. Tormenting Voice, discarding a Fiery Temper. That's fine. You're going to take out our creature, you're going to go for the face. Going for the face. That's cool. And they play a mountain. Fiery Impulse, targeting our guy. Wow. Our opponent is able to do tons of damage. It's fine. We'll rebound to get a creature. We have our own Thermo-Alchemists, but I think right now we just definitely want to get rid of their creature. Unfortunately, they're able to get in some extra damage, but we are able to remove both of them. They're also able to remove our creature, which sucks. But we have a Thermo-Alchemist backup, so we should be able to block their token and have counter spells up to protect it. Let's see if our opponent has a follow-up play here. Wow. Totally tapped the wrong land. I should have only tapped mountains for that. Now I can only cast 1 negate instead of 2. That's most unfortunate. They might be able to just burn me out here. Fiery Impulse. I'm going to go ahead and negate that just in case. I mean, if they were able to remove the creature, then they'd just be able to attack and have us in a 2-turn clock with that little token. It's weird. Oh, he had the galvanic bombardment. And that's why I should have had the islands open. Oh well. It's okay. At this point, we do have to decide, do we want to save the negate to save our creature, or counter something like that? With 2 mana, I don't think he can do damage to my face, so we do not want him to draw any kind of card that he can kill me with. Oh, he's got it anyways. Wow, that was short. Well, thank everybody for watching. Unfortunately, we didn't get any further, but that's okay. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in future videos.